So, welcome back to Divinity 2 Developer's Cut on the Nightmare difficulty. We're back right where we left off. After we learned that we cannot proceed any further in the valley, I think what we're gonna do today is finish off killing all the goblins in this area. There are some goblins over on top of there. And I think then we will proceed Richard's quest to check out the crypt, the broken down chapel over here. But before we can proceed, we need to look at the blacksmith's inventory to maybe upgrade our weapons, because if we go into there are really strong enemies and we might have a problem. Let's first of all the last few goblins top of here. They shouldn't be a huge problem. Just what we did last episode.
All too easy.
Just the regular old kiting. And guys, I've worked on the recording quality a little bit, because I've noticed in the YouTube uploads the quality looked kind of bad. Some places, especially the bitrate, was kind of whack. So I tried to change that while keeping the file sizes a decent size, so I can upload it in a reasonable amount of time. So over here we have a trapdoor. Let's look in the lost cavern what we can find there. And like you saw while I was talking, I activated a shrine, so that we can teleport from any shrine we will find back to this shrine whenever we want. Here we see the biggest problem with being an archer in these small areas, which there are a lot of in this game. I can't really kite the enemies, so I might take a lot of damage. Too bad. So this chest we couldn't open because our lockpicking level isn't high enough. Red on top, so we might need to put some more points into lockpicking. Interestingly, in the entire game there are only 7 lockpicking stages, so you can only put 7 points into lockpicking, while in other skills in the late game you can put up to 15 points into. So therefore it's generally not a bad idea to skill lockpicking early. This Goblin Chief is kind of annoying and dangerous. I should use a potion right about now. That should be enough.
Not yet.
Okay, and we collect a lot of goblin hearts, which is nice, because they will give us a lot of money. And over here we can see I tried to loot these ore veins, because we could use it in the late game to enchant some stuff. Soon the kiting will become easier, because we upgrade our jumping ability, kind of. That will be
Another
very
one to
nice.
add to the collection.
See what these gloves were all about. Absolute garbage. Okay. When you are in these caves in this game, there might be some hidden items just randomly laying around here. Like keys, for example, like over there. That's what I was looking for. I haven't played this game in a casual way quite some time, so
I bet that hurt.
sometimes I gotta look for these things. Like you saw in the last episode where I couldn't find this pressure plate.
Another one to add to the collection.
And we got the key. That will save us some backtracking. That's dead.
I can't.
No drops, sadly. So this door can't be opened without the key which we just found. So that's very nice. And in here there are some chests. For example, we have the Wild Dweller's Helmet, which is
Another one to
really,
add to the
really good
collection.
archer set. And I will try to get all of these sets in this playthrough, which will be quite difficult, I think. Because some of them are really difficult to acquire. So here's another book, just taking it. And if I remember correctly, there's another chest. Yes, some gold and another chest. So I think that's it for this cavern here, this area. We got the Wild Dweller's Helmet, and as you can see, it's really, really good. We got our good helmet we bought in the second episode, I think, but this helmet is a huge upgrade compared to that. We don't got any any jewelry right now, but that's fine. We will get soon something soon. I hope. Just let me roll through here real quick, because that's a lot faster. Speedrun strats, the early game. Sadly we can't open this chest. Maybe I remember and go back in here to get the loot. Okay. Let's see, then here's the teleporter,
Address
which
me
does
correctly
nothing.
so that you may
But
pass.
maybe it will do something later. Lockpick. Just some more goblin kiting. Good old nightmare difficulty where everything takes forever to kill, although I'm level 4. These little 2 goblins take like 100 shots. And I will try not to reset the blacksmith too much to get some good enchantments, because that's kinda cheating. But if I can't progress any further, I might have to do it. I think over there, there's still a goblin chief. What's that? Ah, okay, interesting. I could aggro him.
I can't.
Sadly no drops again. No, but that's fine. And some more potion ingredients. And the chest we could lockpick successful. That's nice. Some iron. And there's a big gate over here. And that's really interesting. I hope. Let's just save really quick. And let's see. Okay guys, so the game just crashed. I'm not quite sure why it did that. Let's just look at the controls to see where my quick save and quick load buttons are. Quick save F9. Let's try that again. I guess it worked that time. I might have just pressed F5. But whatever, we are back into the game. I think my last quick save might have been on a different version of the game, so therefore it could have crashed. I think that's that. But we just entered here, and let's see what enemies await us here. Now there are some skeletons, and they are level 5, and they are really strong. Maybe I can cheese them by getting them stuck in the door. Or I might have just to leave. I might just have to leave here.
I can't.
Ah, that's not good. Let's just take a potion real quick. Okay. Because we are lower level than these guys, they give really good experience. And that's really important for our playthrough. So therefore I think it's fine to use a potion right here. And have a difficult fight. Because we get a good amount of rewards. As you can see, 105 experience points. That's very nice. And these mages don't pose a huge threat, because we can just dodge their balls easily. And we deal maximum damage, because we don't have to roll. Nice. And level up. Let's see what we can skill. Okay. We could put another point in lockpicking. We could also put another point in poison arrows, because poison arrows would double our damage. And I think that might be a really good choice. And we could pick up lockpicking later if we can't skill anything useful, so that we can use that. Maybe we could also go for summon undead, but I think they're not really good in the nightmare scenario, because their health and everything doesn't scale with the difficulty. So they are always on easy difficulty, they're really strong, and on the hard difficulties they tend to be a lot weaker. So we skill poison arrows because it just doubles our damage, and it's actually really nice. And here we could put some points into dexterity, but actually that seems kind of like a waste, because our crits won't do any damage at all, even if we skill that. So there's no point now. I think later we will pick it up, but here again we can't lockpick it. Then this small box is locked. But in this game there's a key somewhere close, and you can see it here in the bathtub. Let's pick it up. Open this chest first, open this chest, and now we can open the small box to get some gold and some potions. Then we progress further. It's another chest. Maybe it's a good bow. And that seems... I don't know if it's better. 2 to 5. That's 4 to 7. And that would be 4 to 8. Yeah, I think marginally better. Marginally better. You could see in the weapon damage tab over there. It could be 1 damage better. But only in the crits, in the high damage scenarios. Okay, and here there's a weird guy, and he has an exclamation mark, so
Hey, who are you?
let's talk to
I mean,
Naberius.
welcome. Forgive me, stranger. It's not very often I get visitors.
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Oh, that's quite all right. I don't mind the company. I'm Naberius, an amateur mage who specializes in the revival of those who have passed away.
A necromancer, you mean?
Well, yes, I suppose you could say it like that. But I don't like to use the term myself. Necromancy is highly misunderstood, and not just an instrument of insane sorcerers. I practice the art in such a way that it may benefit adventurers, such as yourself. I mean, everyone can use an ally, no?
Explain to me the link you make between necromancy and allies.
What I meant is that the school of necromancy I follow is devoted to the construction of creatures. For lack of a better word, practically, we take various limbs from various dead species and combine them to make the ultimate brother-in-arms.
Sounds good. Where can I place my order?
Of course, there is, as always, a little problem. The creatures I construct, I just can't keep them under control. They're wild and behave erratically. 4 experiments went well so far, but all 4 ran away somewhere to the south. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong or where the disobedient critters are running to, but if you ever find out, could you let me know?
So, what first started your interest in the field of dead and their revival?
Nothing horrible, I assure you. It was my interest in life, as a matter of fact. Life over death. Only after studying the necromantic lore did it become apparent that most would use it only for the perverted customs for which it is so notorious. Still, I was convinced the creature building could still be practiced with honor, which is why I chose to exercise only that particular discipline.
Okay, let's mind read Naberius. Costs 120 XP, so we get something for it.
Drake fire. That's it. It's only storage. Why did I have to choose such a difficult password?
Okay, now we can work on our creature.
I'll show you how I work, but I won't release this specimen. It would just run away again.
And we can see there's our creature we could summon if we finish his quest. But not right now, sadly. But that will be a quest for another day, another episode, because we need to progress a lot further to finish his quest. So for now, just let me roll away. We met Naberius. He told us indirectly that we need to bring him his creatures back, and then we can summon our own, or he will summon a creature for us, or give us an item. And that's really nice. And so now I think I will need to go to the blacksmith and look at his items again. Then we can maybe, if he has something, we can go to the broken chapel, and then we can progress further. But for now, just need to go back to the village. Take the old route. And there might also be... Let's first see what he has, what items he has now.
You'll never get done.
As you can see.
Oh, slave.
Can I see your wares?
Go ahead.
Okay, seems like he has some new stuff. That's a good bow, I suppose. Yeah, that one's a huge upgrade. That one's a huge upgrade. Does he have some more? This warhammer is also really good, and that one is okay. I see. These enchantments really carry the weapon. As you can see, it does 4 damage, and it does 8 extra magical damage on every strike, which is really nice. And what kind of Rivelin Guard armor. That's another armor set. I think we'll get that later. And okay, first of all, let's equip the helmets because it increases our resistances by a lot. And then we can sell this bow, I think. Yes, sell it and sell these items as well. Now we have a good amount of gold, but we do get a lot more gold by talking to Richard here.
Ah, you're back. What news?
I carved out some goblin hearts for you.
Good show. Let's have them. And here's your money. I'd spend it on drink and girls, but that's just a suggestion.
Hold on a second, I could get more gold from these in Elroth. A lot more.
Where did you hear that? All right. I'll pay you in full.
Hunting goblins isn't the most exciting of jobs. How about we go after bigger game?
The goblin hearts are the most lucrative, but I do have another scheme in mind, if you're up for it. See, Rivertown is struck by a famine, but Adaroth isn't doing much better. Well, damn the bellies in Rivertown, I say. They can starve in agony for all I care. Adaroth is my responsibility. But that blasted new order only has eyes for that two-bit town. They've been collecting food here all week.
I'm not going to decide who receives food and who doesn't. The new order will provide for Alderoth in the end. Or I could say, I see. Well, Alderoth shouldn't go hungry because of Rivertown. Now, should it? I think I'll help you. And because that's a quest, and this is the nightmare difficulty, and we need to think about ourselves and not about Rivertown, because something horrible is going to happen to them anyways, I say I use the first option.
Well spoken. The food stocks are stored at Jackson's farm. Go there, get rid of the Seekers, and inform my associate Mouse.
Mouse? The guy near the ruined chapel? I already ran into him.
You did you? What did you talk about?
Birds mostly.
Anyway, tell him about our deal, and he'll take care of the rest. Good luck.
Nice. And we got 1500 XP. And now we could go to Follow and hand in our quest, but I don't think I want to do that right now because it will give us more experience points.
Quite pale, my son. What is it that weighs on your heart?
First, there's another interesting thing. We go to Lamotte.
Traveling merchant. Whatever it is you need, I'm just the thing.
Okay, I think we didn't talk to him yet in this playthrough. Where are you from, Lamotte?
I hail from Rivertown, where I work most of the time, but Adaroth and Broken Valley are always on my yearly trader route. It's a dangerous life, this, the travelling merchant business, but the new order provides good protection most of the time. Much needed protection, I dare say. Bandits and highwaymen are a real menace in the valley, not to mention the wyverns in the Orobus fjords. Only quality
Show me your wares,
merchandise, I
please.
assure you.
So, here's some weapons. Nothing special. Some rings, some jewelry. Girdle of Gula. I think Gula. Okay, I'm not sure. They just don't seem really good. But he has some other inventory stock. For example, this rope, which I will buy because we need it for a quest later, and that helps us not having to retrack. So here's some enchanting recipes, and this is a recipe for a potion. Limited dexterity, minor healing, that would be better. Minor rejuvenation, minor intelligence. I've actually never used these in a playthrough, but just for fun I will pick up this one because it seems kind of good. Maybe this one as well. Minor limited. Okay, let's pick up these ones. Kinda broke, but that's fine. And Mind Return. This costs 133 experience points, so we'll get something for it. He lowers his prices.
Business is slower
Okay,
than
never
not
mind.
again.
That would have been smarter to do it first. I'm an idiot. Yeah, but I suppose that's fine. For now. I thought you would give me the password to this little card over there. But that's somebody else. Locke's card.
Give me then ye old word of passing.
Now we can look. Yeah, okay.
Gold, more gold. Gold is all that man thinks of.
You mean password?
Yes, on with it.
Gold, more gold.
More gold you shall have.
Okay.
Shiny.
And now we got some more items. That's nice. And because we did not get a bow upgrade yet, we could go back and look at it again. But I think they always refresh when you level up, so suppose there's nothing. Nothing should have changed. So we actually still very weak. Yeah, that bow would be an upgrade. No, let's just get it. Yeah, let's equip it as well. Now you can see we have 5 to 15 damage, which is an upgrade to 4 to 8. I think we had before. And I suppose we can go back to the chapel and end the episode right there. Because I had some crashes, I don't quite know. Maybe this episode is like a few minutes shorter. But I will walk the rest of the way to the chapel if I wouldn't get stuck in the water. And then I'll leave you guys for the next week. So I suppose next week, next episode, I will try to finish the Richard's quest to freeing the bandit in the chapel, which will be very difficult, I think, because if I remember correctly, there are some higher level enemies, but we have a good bow upgrade, which doubled our damage on the high point. So therefore, we shouldn't have we should have a chance, I think. And also with our poison arrow upgrades, we should that should work. So with that, I think I will leave you guys and see you next week.